Leo, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. Uh, Lost my voice, haven't totally gotten it back yet, so bear with me. Um, that's a download in itself, huh, Leo? Lost your voice, haven't totally gotten it back yet. Working on it. Maybe it may mean that you have to adjust the way that you communicate in order for you to get your voice back. I also really feel like there's certain losses that you take publicly. Other people hide, or other people suffer in certain ways behind the scenes, behind closed doors, and you do yours publicly. Or this is what you're being called to do. Some of you, depending on those of you who have certain placements, Scorpio is real loud, Pisces is real loud. Some of you who like to hide a bit, Cancer is another one. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, especially because I left it on Cancer, real loud, right? I feel like some of you having those placements that this could be like water moons or risings, where you want to kind of stay in the background or deal with whatever's going on with you silently. You can't. Like a light really being shown on whatever is going on with you, whatever you're struggling with, because of the example that you are to the collective always, the people that are watching you, the people that you inspire, that are influenced by you. And I don't mean that from like a social media standpoint, even though, social media, you're, being well known or some sort of fame to some degree could absolutely have something to do with this. Okay? Caution and creativity are both out here in reverse from the Prism Oracle, with rest at the bottom of the deck. And I was getting a few downloads. I was hearing that. Be careful with me, Cardi B. Right? Somebody moving forward, Libra energy coming through, but somebody moving forward with you and not being careful with you, careful in how they handle you. Okay? I feel like someone's imagination doesn't even run wild enough to know all of the ways shit can go left, or the shitstorm that can be started for them by not being careful with you or how they treat you. Okay? In the same token, someone's not careful when they're creative, when they're using their creative energy, when they're using their magic, period. Now, this could be intentionally in music or art in some way, like, someone's art on the darker side lately, or what they're listening to. Be careful whose magic you're exposing yourself to, whose creativity you're exposing yourself to. Be careful of those lyrics. Be careful of watching that film, that show, right? And this is not me trying to spook some shit out. Watch what you watch. But someone really underestimates the way that their subconscious is being reprogrammed. Certain subliminal messages are being sent to them. So, someone's really been operating like it's the end of the world. This is like binge watching The Walking Dead and then moving forward like you're in the middle of the apocalypse and it's the end of the world. And the way that you super cutthroat, the way that you're making certain decisions as if you don't have these options, okay? Because you've been subconsciously programming yourself like this, no lie. It's also applying to certain music that you're hearing at this time, okay? It's the visuals for me and the sounds are super loud, but this also, you're an artist. You're the performer. You're an artist. Be careful about how you're all about self-expression. You're all about expressing yourself creatively. So be mindful of how you're expressing yourself creatively. And then 444 on the clock, 4 in a room. Yeah. Protect yourself, protect others. Some of you, what you're doing is do no harm to yourself or to others. Yeah, you're forgetting that part. Some of the things that you're saying or you're thinking is bringing back a certain level of violence, okay, or negativity, hate from other people, okay, or just putting you in situations, circumstances that you don't need, okay, reinforcing certain blockages that were already there, that you're already, or certain obstructions in your road that you're already working hard, you're already struggling to remove. Be mindful of this. Also, be mindful of not taking accountability at how you're responsible for this. This could also be using your imagination to say the most wild, the craziest shit to somebody in the middle of an argument. Not even realizing that you're using your creative energy this way. You're using your magic and your intention this way. You're focusing it on this, towards someone. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you want for them, whatever payback you hope they should get, whatever justice you feel like you deserve. That's why that Libra energy was coming through. I was hearing Cardi, be careful with me. Some of you got Libra placements, or you're dealing with the Libra. Be careful. Because even if they do you wrong, the way that karma comes back and dealing with a fucking Libra, when you start sending out, energy of wanting people to get what you think they deserve, the divine always has the plan, the divine plan. Mind your business. Focus on you. Some of you being so agitated, so worked up, okay, and wanting someone to feel what you want them to feel. One day you're going to feel just like this, or one day you're going to be in my shoes, or... Also, be careful of where your imagination can go, and like how you can think the worst about someone because you've experienced the worst, or because you've seen the worst in others. Okay? It's really easy for you to see, for your imagination to go crazy and expect the worst outcome when dealing with someone. And this isn't me taking away from your intuition, but the way that it doesn't feel confident, the way that it feels chaotic, the way that it feels anxious, like there's some anxiety attached to it. It's like someone's freaking out. But I also want to honor, like, you can never be too careful. Caution in reverse. You say all of that. I said all of that to say you can never be too careful, because that's the other side of it. Someone's like, nah, you doing the most. You paranoid. Then I fucking be paranoid. How did you even think those things up? How does your mind even work that way? Meanwhile, you having whole premonitions. Like, rest easy. No, whatever you have to do so that you can rest easy. Rest is at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Do whatever you have to do so that you can rest easy, so that you know you covered. You don't got to look over your shoulder. You don't got to sleep with one eye open. Someone's like, me too? You doubting me too? Listen, I could never be too sure. I could never trust someone so much that I'm careful with something this precious, or someone this precious. This could be about how you don't play about your children. No one is the exception. Okay? You don't put nothing past anybody, and you shouldn't. People trying to write you off as too cautious or too paranoid. So be it. Underneath, rest and sweetness is what you need, and long overdue for a cleanse. So if something hasn't been growing, if you've been stagnant for a while, again, I was feeling those blockages. Make the necessary changes, even if you feel like others don't agree with you, for your own peace of mind. And then take a rest, take a step back, pause for a minute, pour into yourself, be kinder to yourself, and you're long overdue for a deep cleanse. You're long overdue for a cleanse. Spiritual cleanse, physical cleansing your body, okay? Mental, emotional. This could be your phone, your tablets and shit. Get rid of certain videos and pictures from people that you're no longer in alignment with, no longer serve you. Shit like that. I love you. I'm going to leave it there. Energetic donations are appreciated. So hit that like button. Share this with someone that you love. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below, man. If any of this resonated, then take that as your sign potentially to come book your personal reading with me. Love you. Bye.